When you say that you love me, 난 하늘 위를 건네 영원히 말해줘 just one more time. When you say that you love me, 난 그 한마디면 돼. 변하지 않는다고 just one more time. 넌 내게 이 세계의 전부 같아. 더 세게 아프게 날 꽉 껴안아. We got on something and you can't make it nothing. 잊지 않아줬으면 해 너네 하루 하루 여름 겨울 넌 몰라도 You got the best of me. You got the best of me. Some place to stay with me. You got the
Dear Army, there are approximately 218,632 words in the English language, yet somehow I cannot find any to fully show the feelings I want to put into this letter. There are approximately 6,500 languages in the world, yet somehow I can't find one that contains the right words to tell you all what I want to say. This is why, for several days, I sat staring at an irritatingly blank screen every night for hours. I knew what I wanted to say. I knew what I was feeling. I just had no way to explain this feeling. I only later discovered that this was because there is no possible way I can explain to anyone these sentiments. When I asked myself to uncover these buried feelings I have towards the Army, I discovered more than one gravestone. I found 1,000,000, each one engraved in cryptic messages sprawled across an unending landscape. I found that I cannot truly explain these emotions because I do not fully understand their depth myself. I merely revel in their massiveness, in my lack of understanding of them, like one might revel in the destructive, consuming powers of time. Can you truly explain time? You can tell me that minutes pass by and then they turn into hours and days and weeks and months and years. But can you tell me how? Why? I can easily understand how time can be considered a god. It is one of those things that is much too large for our small brain capacity to fully grasp with any sense of detail. That is the best way I can describe the depth, confusion, and acceptance of my emotions to the Army. When I am silent, Army gives me a voice. When I am alone, Army occupies all of my empty spaces. When I am scared, Army stands up for me. When I tell myself that I don't matter, Army is always there, telling me that I am significant. Army is the voice that whispers softly in my ear, "Try one more time," when the entire world is screaming at me, "Give up." I go to bed every night and wake up every morning knowing that I am a part of something beautiful, something amazing. I have a sense of belonging engraved into my soul. It is this unmatchable feeling that I get when I scream fan chants in the hallway with my fellow Armies, when I sit in the handicapped bathroom stall with my friends at lunch and we listen to the new album for the sake of our sanity, when I text my group chats with Armies, when I can post my fan fictions on an incredibly supportive amino that motivates me every day, not just to write, but to take care of myself. It is a feeling of completeness, of absoluteness. It is an unparalleled sense of identity that I have obtained. To me, the Army feels like home. And I realized something at 3 in the morning while I stayed up and listened to the just-released Love Yourself answer. I feel socially exhausted sometimes. Sitting in crowds of people, I will eventually feel socially drained, like it takes work to talk with people. In these moments, there is nothing I want in life more than to be with myself. But as I sat in my bedroom, texting my other crazy army friends who were also up at this ungodly hour just for the album release. I realized that never once have I felt social exhaustion around armies. And then the conclusion struck me that why I feel socially drained around most other people is that I have to pretend. Not quite like I'm pretending to be someone else. It's more like I'm a chameleon. A chameleon can change its colors to blend in, and still, it is recognized as a chameleon. It's just a little different. But never once have I had to pretend to be someone around Army. There is no one type of person I have to be. I don't have to wear a mask. I don't have to be a fake replica of myself. I don't have to shift colors to blend in when the whole point is to stand out. I must put something in this letter. Something I have never told anyone before. If you were to meet me, you would say I am a happy person. I talk quickly, and I am usually extremely loud, and I'm always smiling or laughing. When I was younger, I just wanted to make people smile. That hasn't really changed about me, actually. If I can make people happy, I feel like I have accomplished a great something. But I have been told a lot that I'm annoying, that I should stop talking so quickly, stop getting so excited over things, be quieter, change my laugh. So I did these things. I did all of them. I changed my laugh, and I wore what people told me to, and I tried my absolute hardest to be quieter and less enthusiastic, and I did everything I could to change who I was to make other people happy. But along the way, I discovered that I could never satisfy everyone. I couldn't be the person everyone wanted me to be. I had started down this journey only for me to stop and realize I had no idea where I was going and no idea where I was. I was so lost. God, I was so lost. But my life changed when I met 5 older girls in an AP statistics class. Up until that point, I had still been the same happy person to everyone else. But I wasn't happy at all. These girls introduced me to BTS and to the Army. And when I would sit with them and talk with them and laugh with them, they made me feel like I didn't have to change my personality to be around them. Pretty soon that group of 5 grew until it was a group of 20 and 30 and more. And every time I'm around this group of armies, I can be myself. It is this pure feeling of euphoria that I get when I can be loud and enthusiastic and I can talk with them about things I'm interested in, and they don't tell me to stop because they don't think I'm irritating. They don't mind the real me. It is still a foreign thought in my head, even after all this time. And I don't think they know why I apologize for being myself so much. I don't think they know why I want to sob every time they tell me, it's okay, we love you like that. I don't think they understand what it means to me that they don't want me to change, what it means to me that they would let me into their little world. I am not sure where I would be if they had not saved me from myself. I have learned that armies are always ready to pull out all the stops to make you happy. It doesn't matter if they don't know you or if they never will know you, because you are one of them, you are a part of their family, and family should never feel like they are alone. I do not think it is physically possible to walk in the light in life, but I do know it is much easier to walk in the dark with an army behind you. So my self-confidence problem, it's still there. But now, it's more difficult, almost impossible, for me to feel like I face the storm alone. Now I think of BTS when I am sitting in the middle of a math test that I am having an anxiety attack over. Now I think of my army friends and how they support and love me every time I think I am useless, unwanted, and unnecessary. But because of my desire to change myself throughout most of my life, I do not know what my real laugh sounds like. I'm not sure what clothing style I like the best. I do not know parts of myself that I should know by now. But the Army tells me that is okay. They tell me they feel the same way too. We are all works in progress, and that is alright. So when people ask me why the BTS and Army message of love yourself is any different than other artists and individuals. Usually I am stumped. There is no way I can explain to these people that it just is. But I found my words. To me, love yourself is not a reality. It is a goal, one I will probably never fully achieve in my lifetime, but one I will always strive to. But BTS does not merely want you to love yourself. They want you to accept yourself. In my mind, the perpetuated message of love yourself these days is mostly brought to individuals in the sense that it is not quite as much about accepting flaws as it is thinking those flaws are not flaws. It is not about loving your past mistakes, your future ones, and your imperfections. Rather, it is closer to thinking there is nothing in you that is wrong. There is nothing that you have that is not perfect. You have no flaws. So, to me at least, BTS's message is slightly different. It is impossible for me to ever tell myself I have no flaws. Making that message the path to loving myself would be misery. It is much easier for me to understand BTS, and the ARMY especially, when they want me to recognize that, yes, I have shortcomings. But I can work towards accepting those as a part of who I am. They want me to figure out that no, I am not flawless, but that is okay. You are made of errors, and that is okay. Now, I know that the ARMY is not perfect. I have seen the posts in the comments, the solo stans, the stalker fans, the antis, and the ones who know who the real ARMYs are. But I see these things, and I know that they cannot hurt me. They cannot hurt us as an ARMY because that is not the ARMY. That is not who BTS has taught us to be. Real ARMYs are diverse. Real ARMYs are all different. So what makes us such a great fandom? It is not that we are perfect, not that we think we are perfect, not that we want to be perfect, not that we try to be perfect. It is that instead of focusing on perfection, we strive for progression. We all wake up in our diverse range of bedrooms every morning and strive to be better than we were yesterday. We strive for improvement. So I just want to say to the ARMY, I love you, every single one of you. I will help you learn how to love and accept your flaws, just as how I am learning to love and accept mine. I am astounded every minute of every hour of every day by the power of the ARMY. The ARMY Suicide Prevention Team, ARMY School Help Squad, Love Myself projects formed by the ARMY inspired by BTS. We have entire Twitter accounts dedicated to voting and helping out BTS. We stream like all of our middle names are procrastination, and we vote and request songs like no one has heard of BTS. We spam every negative account or negative comment section with so much love that by the time people go back to put up positive things, they can't even find the negative things that were originally there. We are one hell of a united family. I don't know where I would be without the ARMY. I don't know who I would be. Because of you, the ARMY, I have become who I am. My knowledge has increased exponentially from the first time I sat down and listened to Best of Me. Talking with an ARMY, any ARMY, feels to me like falling onto my bed after a long day. It is comforting, supporting. You disregard your weight and ethnicity and skin color and hair color and religion for just a moment because they do not matter, and all that matters is who you are. I know that yes, unfortunately, the world is just ocean and desert. Everything the same thing, just with a different name. But I also know that while I thought I was alone, I have learned that we are millions, and I am no longer barefoot, but rather I wear shoes called ARMY. Because of the ARMY, and because of BTS, I never walk alone. To ARMY, I appreciate you more than you will ever know. The largest understatement in the universe. So thank you. You have shown me I have reasons I should love myself. Sincerely, your fellow ARMY.